So let's go through some picks for the NHL Play-On Series.
All right.
Let's start off with the Eastern Conference Finals. Not Eastern Conference.
Eastern Conference play-ins.
We got the Penguins and Canadiens. There's been a lot of talk. Carey Price is going to steal it. He's got a lot of rest. All this stuff.
I don't get that.
But Crosby has missed 3 practices. He's missed a scrimmage.
How's Malkin doing?
Malkin is Malkin. You know Malkin.
He's there. How's Gensel doing?
Gensel's back.
Back healthy?
I'm not going to lie.
All right.
COVID,
you guys are playing the Montreal Canadiens, who literally sold their roster at the trade deadline, and they're all saying, oh, Carey Price. Carey Price sucked this year. He did not have a good year.
No.
To be honest, when was the last time he had a good year?
It's been a while.
The Sochi Olympics, maybe?
Probably, yeah.
Right? Like, I don't buy into the fact that, Carey Price is going to steal the series. They're going to steal the series. I could see him stealing a game, absolutely. Maybe 2. Maybe it goes 5 games, right? But I don't see him stealing the series.
Yeah, but at the same time,
I get it. It is a short series. I just contradicted myself. He could steal them 2.
Yeah.
I just don't see him stealing 3 games. I just think Pittsburgh is a way better team overall than Montreal.
I'll give you a bit of...
Who's Montreal's number 1 center? Philip Deneau. You're telling me you're scared of Philip Deneau? You're scared of Philip Deneau?
He's not a plug.
He's not a plug. He actually had a really good season.
That's what I'm saying.
From everything I heard, he should have been in a Selke conversation. But I just don't buy that Montreal's going to come in and outplay Pittsburgh to get 3 wins. I don't see that.
Okay, I get that. But there are a lot of teams that come out stumbling in the beginning of October.
And
right? So don't forget, and Pittsburgh's one of those teams, right? I'm a Penguins fan. Homer alert! I'll tell you guys right now, but I live and breathe the Penguins. So when you're telling me that, it's like, yeah, but the Penguins kind of don't have the greatest start every year. We don't start picking up till like November, and we start off December, and then we kind of get going. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But like the other thing that haunts me, and I'm sure it haunts every Caps fan as well, is the 2010 playoffs. Who was it? Yaroslav Halak stands on his head.
I remember that. Stops
up the President's Trophy Caps.
I know.
Then they roll into Pittsburgh, beat us in 7, and that might have been the most depressing because I was like, "Oh, we're gonna repeat. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be awesome." And then we get smacked.
I just don't see it with this Canadiens roster. I just don't see that.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say they're a dark horse, but I do give them credit. I think they have a chance, but I still think the Penguins are overwhelming a favorite in that series.
Just they don't have the scoring. Who's scoring the goals for them?
That's true.
Right?
They're also in the midst of a bit of a rebuild.
Their goal differential this year was -9. They only scored 212 goals.
But again, right? They're going through a rebuild.
I understand.
Right? It's like a partial rebuild. I think they've kind of lost their identity. They're still trying to figure out. They lost Pacioretty. Lost a lot of their big boys. Right? And they're trying to figure out what do we do.
But was Montreal really ever have big boys up front?
No, they didn't have big boys, but they had guys.
I guess they had team cohesion. They played a system. I guess it was more the system. I guess for them there was more the system they played than anything else, right? But I don't know. I just don't see.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Penguins on that one.
I'm going with the Penguins as well.
All right.
I'll go with you on that one.
Okay, we got the Hurricanes and the Rangers. I'm gonna have to go with the Hurricanes. I don't see much potential in the Rangers personally. They've had a little bit of. They've had a bit of goalie controversy with Georgiev and Lundqvist and so on and so forth. And they might have a potential MVP on the team, Artemi Panarin.
That's where I'm going.
Is that where you're going? Really? I'm gonna have to go with
So the thing you say the goalie controversy, I think that's gonna help them.
Really?
Henrik Lundqvist plays amazing in October. As you just said in the last one, how Pittsburgh comes out slow. Henrik Lundqvist plays amazing in October. He's had rest now, and he's an older guy. He's Henrik Lundqvist. He's got that pedigree, right?
He is the king,
right? And then you also have if he stumbles, Ilya Shesterkin. Who's the goalie there? That young up and comer lights out during the next season.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with that. And then you got Artemi Panarin and Mika Zibanejad.
I don't know. I just feel like Hurricanes are still riding the high from last year. They had a really good year last year.
But they're riding the high, but they have no goaltending. Right? I'm gonna take Rangers goaltending over the Hurricanes. And in the regular season,
but would you take the Rangers overall team play?
I would, because in the regular season, Hurricanes didn't beat the Rangers once. I don't think. I'm pretty sure the Rangers beat them every time. That's why the Hurricanes had voted no against this format back in whenever they voted back.
See, I don't want you to feel like you've convinced me, but I'm still going to go with the Hurricanes.
You're going to Hurricanes.
I'm still going to go with the Hurricanes. Well, so we'll revisit this at the end of the playing series. We'll see.
Lock me in, man. All right. I'm saying Rangers.
All right.
I think this one's going to be a 5-game series, but I think Rangers are taking this.
You think it's going to go the whole 5?
I think whole 5 and Rangers are taking it.
Okay.
I think Rangers are going to take that.
After that, we got the Islanders and Panthers. I'm going to have to go Islanders. I'd really like... So the thing is, Barry Trotz...
This is the one series I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about who wins this series.
Really?
Like, this is the one...
But this kind of sets up because, like, okay, see, the thing is, in the last 2 years...
Yeah.
The Metro Division has dominated the playoffs.
It has.
like almost every team that's been besides the
Boston. Besides Boston.
No, Boston not in the Metro. I'm talking Metro.
But I'm talking about, if you're talking about Eastern Conference though.
Yeah.
But you're talking just specifically the Metro?
Just the Metro division.
Okay,
like they've flooded they've been in the playoffs. Like I would say 5 of their teams have been in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like the Islanders have it because like you look at what Barry Trotz has done with the Caps, right? You see what he's done with the Islanders. The Islanders swept the Penguins last year, okay? And I can tell you why, because he's figured out how these teams have played. He knows that speed's a big factor.
Yeah.
How do you slow it down? He clogs up the zone. Mm-hmm. He does a lot of that trap game, right? He slows you down. The transition game is strong. And I think that he's found a team with the Islanders that are very fast, very young, and they've got amazing skill. And I really think that this will be, I think this is going to be a sweep. This is going to be a sweep.
I don't think it's going to be a sweep.
I honestly think so.
I think, honestly, if I had to, I think I would take the Islanders just because the Panthers have been so inconsistent this year. And Bobrovsky, after signing a huge contract, has been such a question mark.
Yeah.
Ideally, I would like to see the Panthers win, but because of Barkov, I'm a huge Barkov fan, I'm a huge Huberdeau guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're two of the best players in the league.
Yeah.
But I do think overall team-wise, Panthers don't play defense. I know John Quenneville's there, and he does usually pull off the magic with his team.
He does. Great.
I wouldn't be surprised if Panthers won, but I wouldn't be shocked if Islanders won. So for me, it's a toss-up. It's a toss-up for me.
I'm gonna have to go with Barzell and the Islanders on that one.
All right. I'll agree. I'll take.
You're gonna take that one too?
I'll take Islanders as well.
So we've agreed on the Penguins.
Yeah.
We've disagreed on the Hurricanes and the Rangers.
Yes.
And we've agreed on the Islanders.
So we got the Blue Jackets and Maple Leafs.
What do you think? I think this is gonna be an amazing series. These are very young, strong teams.
This is where my fandom and my passion.
I know.
I fucking hate the Leafs. I fucking hate Toronto. I hate the Maple Leafs. Fuck them out in Toronto. Okay. The Blue Jackets. I love my boy Torts. I know it didn't work out here in Vancouver. I'm a huge Torts guy. They beat Tampa Bay last year in a sweep.
Which I said, and you said I was crazy for saying that.
Yes, I know.
I told you that.
Blue Jackets are beating the Maple Leafs because I love to see them. I love to see Toronto burn. I love to see Toronto burn, panic, freak out, fire this guy, fire that guy. It sounds a little bit like Vancouver, I know, but they're on a whole nother level. Blue Jackets, for the love of God, please. I'm begging you.
Well,
beat Toronto.
You know what's crazy? Again, homer alert. The Penguins smashed the Maple Leafs. The whole city was on fire because we got to fire the coach. We got to redo the team.
Yeah, always.
And then
they lose 2 games in a row. They start saying trade this guy, trade that guy. They're like, why is my 4th line guy on the Toronto Marlies not up here playing? You got Steve Simmons here running a column saying this guy. Why don't they bring back Mark Hunter? Because clearly Dubious can't do anything right. Like, come on.
But see, the thing is,
I love it. I love
the Leafs turned it around very late. So immediately it was a home and home.
Yeah.
Penguins smashed them. Then they went and they smashed the Penguins, and they just went on a tear. And the Penguins actually declined after that.
So I'll be realistic here now.
Okay.
I do like Kyle Dubas. I like the hiring of Sheldon Keefe. Matthew's a great player. Marner, unbelievable.
Yeah.
They do have the building blocks there. Could this be the year that they actually get over the hump and make it in? You know what? That's what I just thought of something. If they beat Columbus, they're gonna count it as a playoff win that we got past the first round. No, you beat Columbus, you're going into the playoffs first. You still have to win that first round matchup. You just want to play in. That doesn't count, okay? But don't be so. I would not be surprised if Maple Leafs won this. That's fine. I can see that they're on paper they're a better team, but Columbus is coming back healthy.
I'm gonna go with Columbus. Reason being, they've had a solid team the last 3-4 years.
Yeah, they have.
They've been on the up and up. They've given the Penguins trouble.
Goaltending's been
100%, and their coaching is great. And I really think that they've all bought into the system.
They have
been tough.
Absolutely.
And they're good at shot blocking and all that kind of stuff.
They are going to be missing Josh Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be a huge miss for them. He is a huge game changer, especially last year in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He was one of the catalysts in that Tampa Bay series.
Yeah.
But they'll have both their goalies healthy, and Korpisalo and Merzlikins, who were both Korpisalo when he was hurt this year. Merzlikins came in and played well. Korpisalo was really good this year as well.
He was.
They got Prelor Dubois. They got Seth Jones. I believe he's coming back healthy. I'm not sure. And then Rowensky on the back end as well. I think Ryan Murray is very underrated as well. Even though he's had a lot of injuries, I think he's very underrated as a D-man. All right, so I think I've expressed my enjoyment for how much I want to see Toronto lose.
You're passionate
so love. Yeah, my passion love. Thank you. So I will be going with Columbus as my pick, and I think you're on the same page.
I have to go on the same page. Trotz. I don't know. There's something about
Trotz. It's Torts, my friend.
Torts, sorry.
Torts, my friend. My boy Torts over there. Point Roberts, shout out.
Is that where he's from?
No, that's where he stayed when he coached Vancouver.
Oh, really?
Point Roberts.
Cool.
Shout out Point Roberts.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with Blue Jackets.
All right.
It's a great team overall. So I guess we'll kind of recap the East. So we got the Bruins, Lightning, Caps, and the Flyers. They all have buys.
Yep.
Right? And then we both chose the Penguins. We disagreed on the Hurricanes.
Yeah, Rangers. I got the Rangers. You got the Hurricanes. We agreed on the Islanders.
Yeah.
Even though I will say a caveat, I wouldn't be surprised if the Panthers won that.
Yeah. And then we got both of them.
Exactly. So we'll switch over to the Western Conference.
Yeah.
So let's start off with a very easy one: Coyotes, Predators. The Yotes obviously in the news today for Jaica, their GM, terminated his contract.
He quit.
He did.
What a time to quit, though. What a time to quit.
But apparently it's been working. Apparently they've been, there's a lot of rumors.
I get that, but you could have waited. You could have waited. You could have waited.
Absolutely. You could have absolutely waited.
Let the season play out. You don't need this drama.
Yeah, you need that now. Absolutely. Because now when they come and play, all they're going to be talking about is, your GM.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
How do you feel about GM quitting on the team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
So does he get a ring if they win? I'm just wondering.
I don't think so.
But he's been there the whole year.
Yeah.
But I guess
he pretty much put the team together.
Yeah, he did put the team together. Oh, that would suck.
Dude,
that would suck. If they end up winning, he doesn't get a ring.
Dude, they just put out a press release where they literally said John Chayka quit on our team.
Yeah.
He ain't getting a ring. I
saw that.
Dude, he ain't getting nothing.
I'd like to see that though. If they won, hey, Yotes, if I were you, push for it, man. Prove them wrong. Do what you got to do. But that'd be pretty funny to see.
But you know what? They're not beating the Predators.
No, there's no way.
Yeah, so it is the Coyotes versus the Predators in their play-in series. I got the Predators.
Okay.
They've had an up and down season, but I do think overall they have a better team.
Overall, yeah, they've got an amazing defensive core.
They do with Roman Yossi, Ryan Ellis is there at home.
Mm-hmm.
Even Donnie Fabro, young guy from Coquitlam here, he's really good too, right? And
BC alert.
BC shout out. But I also love Philip Forsberg up front, so I'll take the Predators on that.
I'm gonna go with Predators as well.
All right, and then
let's move on to the all-Canadian matchup. You want to start there and go west?
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right, so we got the Flames and the Jets.
This is a toss-up.
This is a toss-up?
That's a toss-up, man. Jets have really, their team has been Connor Hellebuyck all year. They have zero defensemen there. Really, it's Josh Morrissey and a bunch of guys.
Mm-hmm.
They lost Bufflin. They lost Tyler Myers.
Yep.
But I think if I had to pick, I'd probably go with the Jets. Flames, they choke.
I'm going to go with Flames. Shout out to my cousin in Calgary. I'm going to go Flames. Go Flames, go.
All right.
So we'll go stay in Alberta. Yep. We got Edmonton and Blackhawks. I'm going to have to go with Oilers. I can't see Blackhawks really pulling this out.
Again, as much as it hates for me to say this, I hate Edmonton too. I'm sorry for all those players that have to play there in such a dump of a city.
Well, they're all playing there, so they all are playing in a dump of a city.
They're the last resort. They want to go to Vegas. They want to go to every American city. They want to go to Vancouver. They're like, fuck, fine. If we really want to play hockey, we have to go to Edmonton. They're like, okay, fine. But
imagine if they said no. That would be very disgraceful. If they said no, they're like, hey, you have to go to Edmonton. Like, no.
And you know what? No one would have blinked it out. They're like, yeah, that's true. It's Edmonton. Who wants to fucking go play at Edmonton?
Just cancel the season. We're not
cancel. We don't go to Edmonton. But honestly, I am picking Edmonton as well.
Yeah.
Only because Chicago doesn't have Corey Crawford in net for them.
How do you feel about Mike Green not playing though?
Who cares?
Okay.
He's nothing to them.
I thought he was a bit of a needle mover, but I guess not. Okay,
he's not a needle mover. Blackhawks, after the trade deadline, were playing actually very well all year, and you can never go wrong with Taves when you got Taves and Kane on your team and Duncan Keith on the back end. But I just think their goaltending is not sufficient enough, and I do think Oilers will beat them, as much as it hurts to say, but I got Oilers in that one as well.
I also think the coaching change from Joel Quenneville to the new coach, it's kind of like, because they don't have as much structure as they did before.
Yeah,
he really knew how to execute that team.
Yeah. So they're all about offense, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be an exciting series. I think that will probably be the most exciting series, back and forth games, that we will see though in the play-ins for sure.
And now let's move on to your favorite team,
Vancouver Canucks.
Our hometown, the Canucks versus the Wild.
Canucks.
They,
you know what? You want to say it a little bit louder?
Canucks.
Say it for the people in the back, please.
Canucks. I'm gonna go with the Canucks.
Yeah, on paper they're the better team. They have their top six healthy now. You got Pedersen, JT Miller, and Toffoli on the first line, and you have Besser, Horvat, and Pearson on the second line. Substantially better than Minnesota's top six. I will give Minnesota the edge in defense. When you guys got like Brodin and Suter on your end and Spurgeon, way better. Goaltending though, even though Markstrom's coming back from injury, I still think he's way better than what they have in net. If you're Minnesota, you're thinking who would replace Stalock, and then they're also thinking of playing with their guy from the AHL, Kaapo Kähkönen.
Mm-hmm.
No, I wouldn't take that. Right?
I'd have to go with the Canucks.
I'd go with the Canucks as well. So As much as I would like to see them win the first overall pick, since we've never done that, but I do. I think this is the 1 year for them to do something.
Yeah.
This is the year. This is the year for them to make a statement and see how far they can go. And I would love to see them beat the Wild and make it in the next round and see where they can go from there. I do think though that it will be a 5-game series. I can easily see this.
I think it'll be a gritty game.
Oh yeah, absolutely, for sure.
But I got a question for the audience here, and you're totally against it. I don't know why. I don't know. Like to me, it makes sense. I'm a Penguins fan first, okay? Why can't I cheer on for the Canucks as well? That's my whole team.
You can be like,
I haven't. 25 years of hating them. Yeah. I've grown up. I'm matured. And I'm like, you know what?
You can't cheer. You can be like, okay, I'm gonna say this for once per out. You cannot cheer for two teams that play in the same league.
But they're in different conferences.
Doesn't matter. You have the one twice a year. You have the one team you cheer for, and then you can be like, Vancouver. If you guys wanted, Pittsburgh can't win. It'd be nice if Vancouver could win.
No,
it's as simple as that. There's nowhere else to go with that. It's a simple, it'd be nice if they could win.
No, I disagree. No. My cousin from Calgary.
I don't give a shit about you. Your cousin from Calgary's not a real hockey fan then.
Yes, he is.
He's not a fan.
Yes, he is.
He cannot be like, I'm a die-hard Penguins fan, but hey, I cheer for the Calgary Flames too. It does not work that way. When
the Penguins were in the finals against San Jose, you were cheering for San Jose.
I didn't cheer for them.
Yes, you did. You told them.
No, I said I wanted San Jose to win. That doesn't mean I'm cheering for them. Doesn't mean I'm a fan of them. Yeah, because it'd be nice.
What's the difference between being a fan and wanting them to win? I didn't know you could be a fan and want someone to lose.
Really,
that makes no sense.
If I bet on the Bruins to beat Philadelphia, am I a Bruins fan? No, I want them to win because I have money bet on them. Doesn't mean I'm a fan.
We're gonna let the audience decide.
All right, this is something we need to discuss more in depth.
I think that should be allowed. They're two different conferences.
This is there is a longer conversation we have to have on this. This will be for next time, all right? But I think overall this was a great first episode. We got our picks in. Yeah. We agreed on a bunch, but there's a few where we did disagree on.
We got the Hurricanes, Rangers.
When we do our next show, we will actually have some games to talk about, which will be very exciting. Very exciting. And by the time we do our next one, we'll have NBA back. We got UFC coming up. Yeah. We just have so much stuff to talk about.
We got a lot on the agenda.
It's a different summer. Yeah, it's a very different summer, right? I'm excited. So, I don't know. From there, I think that's it for us today.
Stuck with you for the summer.